making a difference for children with emotional or behavioral challenges. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Elizabeth Maguire. She's with the Child Guidance Resource Centers.
Hi.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about the work that you do on a regular basis. You work with children who may have emotional or behavioral challenges, or children who are on the autism spectrum,
Yes.
but you also work with their families.
Yes, we do. We view it's very important to take care of everyone involved. The families, the caregivers, the children, they're all part of the solution that we work towards.
And let's talk about some of the things that you actually do. You have office visits, home visits, community programs. Why is it important to have options outside of a clinical setting?
It's important to have options outside of the clinical setting because problem behaviors don't always arise in the clinician's office for that singular hour. We have clinicians that go out into the community with the family, to the schools, to home, daycare settings, the playground, the grocery store. Wherever the problem behaviors are occurring, we have clinicians there to help redirect the behaviors and train the parents, the caregivers, how to interact with the child so that the behaviors are corrected and the effective coping mechanisms come into place.
And this can be really valuable for families in terms of the quality of life at home for them and their child.
Absolutely. It's very important to have the correct diagnosis and the correct treatment in place to get the most effective change in the child and the family.
And you mentioned the correct diagnosis. You actually have diagnostic services as well.
We do. We have very short diagnostic periods of an hour intake evaluation. We also have what's called an extended assessment service, where we follow the client and the family for 60 days, making notes of what behaviors occur where, what situations, when, what precipitates the situation. And we follow that up with some diagnostic testing, and then at the end we'll have a psychologist or a psychiatrist meet with the family and the child and really provide diagnostic clarification on what's going on with the child and the family.
And that can be really valuable for families because you can't always get the information you need in a 1-hour session. This is a much longer term evaluation of that child.
It really identifies what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, and what is the diagnosis.
In addition to that, you have actually walk-ins available for parents or guardians to bring a child into one of your locations.
We do. We have walk-in hours. They're called open access at our Havertown location and our Coatesville office. Parents, guardians can bring their children in from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. In Coatesville, they can bring them in as late as 4 p.m. And they just need to bring a few documents with them, so I recommend calling our office ahead of time to find out what those documents are. And they can just come in and have a 1-hour intake evaluation.
And that's really important for families who may be in a situation where they really need some immediate attention.
Yes, yeah. There's no appointments to make ahead of time, try to remember and keep. You just come right in.
You are a nonprofit organization. You are having an upcoming event to really work to benefit these services that we've been talking about. It's being held at Citizens Bank Park on June 19th.
Yeah, we're very excited. We're going to have our annual fundraising event at Citizens Bank Park on June 19th. The ticket sales and the donations occurred from this event will go towards our services, and we're very excited. We're going to have a furry guest come by. There'll be music, ballpark style food and drinks. We're also offering tours of Citizens Bank Park, use of the batting cages, and then weather permitting, maybe run the bases, something fun like that.
So a lot of fun, but a great way to raise dollars as well. And this again will be June 19th at the Diamond Club in Citizens Bank Park. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
We've been talking with Elizabeth Maguire with Child Guidance Resource Centers. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Newsmakers.